Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is the third war of Season 25. So this war, we were lucky enough to match New Nation, who is the #1 war alliance in the world currently. This war is going to be a little bit different. I actually played pretty well for the most part, so it's going to be a little kind of new viewing experience, at least if you're a recent subscriber. So I was on path 1 and then path 4, and then I had a couple shared fights and a mini boss. So this first fight is a Moleman. Because he's not running suicides, obviously, for defensive placement. It doesn't have any monster mass, so he can't shrug any parries. So you don't really need to worry about it. And against an Omega really does prevent Degen. Oh, so he actually did get 1 monster mass. I didn't even notice. So I timed that one pretty well. He threw the SP1. Pretty easy, just back up. So there I just did 2 hits to lock in the spores again. And he's pretty much almost dead right there. I don't remember exactly what happened, but he is dead. So pretty easy fight. The second fight's a Cosmic Ghostwriter. I was actually initially assigned to bring Quake for that Cosmic Ghostwriter fight. Just because of his unblockable SP1 can be a little annoying, but I asked if I could just bring White Magneto instead, bring my own Carl, so to speak, and place my own pre-fights. Because I figured with the guidance, Omega should be able to roll him pretty quickly. The Snow doesn't have a lot of health. You can see he only has 130,000. So I didn't think it'd be too much trouble to kill him without him throwing any specials. And so that's the plan. So the White Max pre-fight actually knocks Omega back quite a bit against this guy. So I waited until I had some spores to heavy, because the heavy gives him a little bit of power. So there I didn't actually do anything. I just kind of waited, build my spores up. Yeah, he's got 25. Oh, I missed a parry there. And actually, I realized I didn't even need to lock it in, because he was just going to die. If you have a lot of death spores on him, even without the Degen, they kind of melt against the Mega, which is pretty nice. So that fight went well. So the next fight, this is the Kingpin on 22. So I took off Dexterity for this again. I took this fight in the first war. I think it was a rank 2 I took in the first war. I don't remember. I placed another pre-fight for myself. And yeah, last time I got him to over 2 bars of power with his backup recovery. So this time I was kind of trying to focus on making sure that didn't happen. I just wanted him to stay at 1 bar of power and just bait the SP1s. I don't know what I'm reading there. The note doesn't change. Like the poker player who looks at his cards for 30 seconds. They don't change. So the plan, pretty simple. Get some spores on him. Kind of hit him a little bit slower. Lock in the Degen. You can see he's already down to basically 80%, and we just started. Yeah, here he throws a heavy, or a special 1. I should have countered that with my heavy. I did not, so that was kind of a small mistake, but here he was getting close to 50%, so I was a little worried he might get 2 bars. I mean, even if he does, it's not the end of the world. It just kind of slows the fight down. Since I don't have Dexterity on, Power Snack is not going to be a thing, so there's really not much to worry about. So lock in the spores, get in the SP2, bait 1 more special 1, and fight's pretty much in hand. So lock in 17 spores, and that'll basically do it. I wonder why that heavy didn't trigger protect. Kind of strange. That was like a 10k heavy. But yeah, he is down. So most important part now is not to forget to put Dex back on, which I did not. So then I was on path 4. So the first fight is Stealth Spidey. He's not going to be able to go unblockable, so this node basically doesn't have anything, because he's not going to be able to place a bunch of debuffs on me. I actually didn't mind the Spry. I kind of wanted him to evade, because that got me 15 seconds of willpower healing, basically, so I just kind of played slow. I really wanted to finish this fight at close to full health. So just do 1 hit, back up, then kind of wanted to stand near him, build some spores. Got an unblockable hit there. So now I got a decent amount of spores. Could have heavy countered that. So there I finally got the fatigue on me, so that's nice. Give me some healing. Yeah, this fight's pretty much over. He gets his evade back. He didn't evade, unfortunately. But we're at full health, so not really a big concern. There he evades, get the willpower back. And then, oh, I don't know why I didn't finish the fight there. But yeah, finish it there. So get the full yellow bar. So that was good. The next fight, so I was kind of debating whether to use my last pre-fight on Man-Thing or on the Nick Fury on 37. And then ended up going with the Nick Fury fight to use the pre-fight. I was a little worried about this Man-Thing because you can kind of get in a loop against him. That's very unpleasant. Because I'm going to assume that these guys are running 5 out of 5 MD. I did kind of mentally prepare for the fact that he would go unblockable at some point due to the postules and the armor breaks. So I did use my last invuln. Kind of figured, you know, if not against New Nation, then when am I going to use it? So, yeah. But the fight goes pretty well. I ended up not needing the invuln. Locking a couple spores there. The hope is, of course, to bait the SP2, but sometimes they just throw it. So there I was, you know, did the 4 hits and turtled. So I got the 3 postules on me, so that means when they expire, I'll get 3 armor breaks on me, which will make him unblockable. So right there, he's unblockable. And again, I was prepared for that, so no concern. Once they expire, the unblockable will go away. So through the SP2 to get him back to 2 bars of power, and then I think I'm going to back up just to kind of wait out the armor breaks, yeah. So I can get a parry in. No need to really like risk anything with an intercept. So he's only at 11%. So I do a full combo, throw my special 1 thinking, cool, this is going to kill him, I'll be at full health. Nope, 1%. So that was a little annoying, but then I get the really nice intercept to finish that fight. So that went super well. I was happy with that one. The mental preparation was good to be ready for the unblockable, knowing that it would happen. Of course, got to claim your objective crystal. That's why we play the game. Check to see if the invuln was still active. Of course it was. It was only 1 fight. And usually Omega fights are pretty quick. So I placed my last guidance for this fight. And then I think I threw in like 2 small potions into him. Oh, I threw in a 3k potion. Yeah, so this fight's pretty straightforward. It's not particularly difficult with Omega. I think I had tried it once in the off season just to kind of see what it was like, and it was pretty good. So do the kind of slow combo to build some spores. When you have the White Max pre-fight, you can wait a little bit before throwing the heavy. You can usually kind of get a couple extra spores like that. So he's over 20 spores, 25. So I lock in the Degen, and then it's just bait the SP2. I do have the invuln, so in case I take an SP2 to the face, you know, it's not a big deal, I guess, unless it stuns me. So I got a couple repairs there, which was nice. Get the SP2 to get my death field back. And then I guess we're just kind of waiting on each other. But then he finally moves. So I don't have any spores, which is a little annoying, but not a big deal. He's about to go into his LMD. I never really tried to lock in if I only had like a couple of spores on him because it doesn't really do anything. So right here, this is going to be kind of funny. I get a backdraft, which gives me the attack boost, throw the SP2. All that damage is basically wasted. You can see the massive damage from like the spores and everything. Basically all wasted, but hey, that's okay. I think I tried it again here, and I actually got it. Oh, cool. For some reason, I thought I missed. So I thought maybe this SP1 will kill him. Of course, it didn't, 2%. But then he goes medium, medium, and that fight is over. So that went well. No problems. 77 hits is a little bit, but that's okay. So then this last fight, so this Bishop. So we originally had a Gilly 2099 take this fight. and get disconnected. So he was at half health, and obviously worried about disconnecting again. So I ended up, this was a couple hours later, reboosting for this bishop fight because we decided that my Omega was the best play. I used the Power Start 1 because I have 9 of those and never use them, and instead of selling it for 300 gold or whatever, figured, I'll use it. I did some duels. You can heavy counter him as long as you wait. If you don't wait, you're going to get shot in the face. You'll see that in a bit. The most important thing for me was making sure that he was throwing his SP2s, no SP1s. I also took off the proficiency tree, so I didn't have parry or dexterity. That was a kind of a funny interaction there. So land the spores. Only have 4, but hey, 4 is better than 0. So here, you're going to do a full 5-hit combo. Oh, no, I didn't. I thought I did. So right there, I guess I went early and he blasted me. So after that, I was like, well, I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to block because you can see I'm at 64%, he's at 28. So also I know I have an SP2 coming, so that'll take off a good bit. So throw this SP2 and immediately turtle up. He throws the heavy and this fight's over. So that went well. I was happy with that. Did make that one mistake with him shooting me in the face because I went for the heavy counter a little earlier than I should have. But yeah, at this point in the war, we're up by 1, and 2 of our 3 deaths are disconnects, which is kind of annoying, but what can you do? Hopefully we can hang on and win this one. That'd be pretty cool to beat them. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.